What do you do when you get stuck?
During any particular project, you means most of the time uh, you get stuck at particular things.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm just thinking, and like 2-3 days or like a week passed. It's the same with you, or you follow any particular things, or you just explore through different resources.
Okay, so for first part of your question, like what do you do when you get stuck? You try to first make sense of what you want to do and where you want to get to. So if I'm getting stuck in particular process, I just see the importance of doing that in order to unlock the next thing. So understand, until you make the pitch presentation, you won't be able to pitch it. So that's the kind of a motivation to at least do it. And then we had a whole deadline, and every group was going to present. So that was another thing. But when you get stuck, I think taking a break is amazing, because if you're too much into it, then you really need a mind space to like really figure it out. And apart from that, I usually get stuck, but then I pick something else to do for some time, and then I just change the whole thing and I just get into something else completely. And then after spending a time doing something else, then I try to come back to what I was stuck at and then try to build it again. And then it just refreshes it, because it gives you like a mental break, and then you start building it. So like these are a couple of things, but I think there are various ways to cope up with that. Like you can start reading something else, and maybe read something which might motivate you to do a thing, or you just call your friend and talk about what you are building, like futuring now. So while I was building the futuring now, there was a lot of time that was still just, I was just waiting for it to happen. I was just like, okay, at some point I'll make it, at some point I'll create it. So I started building a website, I started creating communication, all those things, but it didn't really click. So I was just going around the topic for a long time. But then I started, what I did is like basically when I was talking to my friends, I started explaining them what I'm building. And then I was like, while telling to somebody or someone else what I was building, even I was surprised to see there's so many amazing things around the topic. And as I was telling, let's say I was telling you, and then it's like I've already put it out there, so I need to build it because I created this hype about it already. And then I'm like also accountable for making it. So sometimes when the project which can be stuck, I maybe share it with somebody, and then sharing itself motivates me, or I become questionable or accountable for the stuff to come.